What is up, guys? So today I am coming to you from Medellin, Colombia, in Ciudad del Rio, or City del Rio, which is a city close to El Poblado, which is the main area where a lot of people like to stay. Definitely a lot of foreigners. I prefer Ciudad del Rio just because it's less foreigners and a lot more quieter. But in today's video, I want to cover why some expats leave Medellin. I think this is definitely an important topic. It's not talked about a lot. There's some challenges, some things here that can be really hard to get used to. So starting off with the number one. So number one, that is going to be customer service. Almost anywhere you go here, customer service is definitely far behind, I would say, the US and maybe even Europe and some other countries. There's a lot of times here where you'll go to a restaurant and you ask for the bill, and it may take you 15 minutes just to get the bill. You may actually have to hunt down or track down your server to remind them that you want to pay the bill. So this is definitely something that can be annoying, but this is not just with restaurants. It also trickles into other forms of customer service, like when you go into stores and things like that. So if you're coming from the US or a place where there's really good customer service, this can be something that can be hard to get used to here in Medellin, Colombia, and it's definitely a reason why some people leave Medellin or just Colombia in general. So going into our next reason here, that is going to be Spanish. If you do not learn Spanish, I wouldn't say you necessarily have to be 100% fluent in Spanish, but if you're struggling with learning Spanish or just don't learn Spanish, it's definitely a reason why a lot of expats would leave here, just because it can be extremely difficult to communicate. I believe it's maybe 5% of Colombians that actually speak English, so, and even less that speak other languages. So definitely, if you don't learn Spanish, it can make it very challenging here. And it is also a reason why just some expats do decide to leave Medellin, Colombia, because it can be very hard to create genuine, not only relationships, but friendships as well. And this kind of goes into my next reason why some foreigners do decide to leave Medellin, Colombia, is just making genuine connections or friendships. If you are only making expat friends here, which a lot of people do, and you can, but majority of expats are only here for a few months, maybe 6 months max, and then they move on to their next country, and you're kind of stuck with having to make friends over again, which can be pretty difficult, which can also cause you to feel alone. So this is definitely a reason why some expats do decide to leave, because it's just can be difficult if you're not fluent in Spanish to make actual Colombian friends and some genuine friendships that last, versus people are just here temporarily. All right, so getting into the next reason here, and that is going to be food. Medellin, Colombia, or Colombia as a whole, is just not known for world-class cuisine. Actually, the food is very bland here. It's nothing like if you go to Argentina or Brazil or Peru, where you're going to get this amazing food. Here, it's very bland. So food is definitely another reason why you're not going to find any authentic dishes here. Yes, you can find Italian and some Mexican restaurants, but it's not as close to, if you were in Los Angeles or New York, where you can find like real, genuine, authentic food. So definitely another reason why I would say some expats do leave Medellin. All right, so next reason here is, it can be very annoying as well, is people are always late here, or they're just very nonchalant about being punctual or on time. As a foreigner, coming from the United States, you just tend to used to be punctual or, on time. Here, no. If someone shows up 30 minutes late, for them, that may be even early. So it is something that can be a little frustrating or hard to get used to or even adapt to. And even when it comes to doing business, it's the same thing where people will show up late. There's been times where I was looking to buy condos here, and the realtor would show up late, or whoever it is that is showing the apartment will show up about 30 minutes late. So this can be something that is very, very annoying here when it comes to adjusting and trying to just get acclimated to life here in Medellin. It's just that you're always dealing with people that are going to be late, and this is another reason why a lot of expats do decide to leave. I would say probably not even just Medellin or Colombia, but Latin America in general, because this is a Latin thing, not just a Colombia thing. So one of the last things here, why a lot of expats do decide to leave Medellin, Colombia, is dating. And I've heard this from quite a few expat guys that I've met, is that one is just the worry of constantly having to worry about getting scopolamine, depending on where you meet these women and how you're dealing with them. The other thing would be as well is just women constantly asking you for money for things, or coming up with excuses of why they need money. I would say as well, the other thing would be just not knowing if, how genuine girls are, if they really like you for you, or is it just because of, the status that comes with dating a gringo and the opportunity that you provide as being a gringo as far as financially. So this is definitely something that is another reason why a lot of expats decide to leave. So last reason here I want to touch on really quick. I don't have very much experience with this, so I'm just saying I know this is a reason why some expats do decide to leave, is safety. In the year that I've lived here, I've never felt unsafe or in danger. So like I said, I don't have any experience with this, so I can't speak on it. But I will say that I do understand that I'm in a third world country. I am constantly aware of my surroundings, and I'm not walking around being flashy. I'm not wearing gold chains out on the street or, anything like that, which is what, some people come here on vacation do, which here you don't really need that. It's not a very flashy show-off culture like it is in the United States or the UK or Europe. So I would say safety would definitely be another reason, but as long as you are not in, I would say, areas you're not supposed to be in, you're not, meeting women and, following them into neighborhoods you don't know and don't know anybody, then for the most part you'll be good. So that is it for this video. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you're an expat that was living here, maybe what was your reason for leaving if I missed something.